Emirates, Etihad, and Qatar, known as the Middle East Three and considered to be some of the best airlines in the world. We've all seen their fancy first-class seats with onboard bars and showers, but I'm going to spend the next few days flying all three airlines in economy on their newest A350 aircraft and ranking them in 5 categories to see which offers the best experience going into 2026. I'm starting off today with Etihad. Let's get on board and see what the seat is like. The Etihad cabin looks fresh and modern. I really like the design and color palette they've used. And even better, this plane is brand new, only 3 weeks old when I flew it. It's still got that new plane smell. Looking at the seat, the headrests have a fixed wing design on one side, which gives a tiny bit of extra privacy and something to lean on. It moves up and down, but I couldn't move the other side, so make sure you pick the right side of the plane depending on which direction you like to lean your head. Legroom is comfortable with 31 inches of seat pitch, and you get a nice 5 inches of recline. Etihad provides a massive pillow, the largest I've ever seen in economy. Probably my favorite thing. I love putting something behind my back for lower back support, especially on longer flights. And the blanket comes in this bow wrap. This is like every other thin economy blanket, but it does the job. Comfort was pretty good, but before I give my final verdict, let's see how it compares to Emirates economy seating. This Emirates A350 is an even newer plane at only 2 weeks old when I flew it. They've gone for a lighter color scheme, which makes the cabin feel bright and more open. But to be honest, I much prefer the darker designs. I find the baby blue colors don't look as sophisticated as the dark grays and warm chocolate brown from the Etihad cabin. One completely over-the-top design choice for economy is the wood grain surrounding the window frame, which they've previously only done in premium cabins. It definitely makes the economy experience feel a bit more luxurious. And even better, they even have electronic window shades with the design of the national tree of the UAE. I think it must be the only airline to offer this in economy. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. There's a classic 6-way adjustable headrest here. Legroom is 1 inch more than Etihad in Qatar at 32 inches in economy, and also has an extra 1 inch of recline over the other two at 6 inches. So if you like ruining the person behind you's day, this is the seat for you. What's on the seat? There's a small pillow that resembles the typical economy pillow you'd usually expect. Same goes for the blanket, which is folded in the plastic wrap, and again, classic economy blanket, as you'd expect. The seat was comfortable enough, but out of the 3 airlines, I'd probably place it at the bottom. To be clear, I'm not saying it's uncomfortable, it's perfectly fine for an economy seat. I just thought despite the extra bit of legroom and recline, I found the overall comfort better on the other 2 airlines. What especially didn't help was having that seat leg in front in such an awkward position, so I couldn't place my foot comfortably. Having said that, how do things look like on Qatar? Qatar's A350 I'm on today is by far the oldest of the 3 at 8 years old, but despite that, I think the cabin still looks fresh and modern, and I really like the color scheme. The headrests here move up and down, but have fixed mini wings on both sides, so you can't adjust the angle. I like having the option to be able to move these freely, but the angle they've gone for is comfortable enough. Legroom is the same as Etihad at 31 inches, but I don't know why, it feels like this seat has even more legroom than Emirates, which has the largest on paper. I'm sitting all the way back in both seats, and look at how much more legroom I seem to have on Qatar. Unfortunately, it does also have this annoying seat leg positioning too. There's 5 inches of recline, which felt very comfortable. On the seat, again, it's another box standard economy pillow and a box standard economy blanket. Comfort-wise, I found the Qatar seat to be the most comfortable overall. The Etihad seat was really very close, so I'm gonna have to give them a joint win for this one. Now, let's get in the air and see what the meal service is like. It took an hour after takeoff for my food to be served with Etihad. I went for the chicken option, and I'll be choosing chicken for all 3 flights to keep it consistent. It's great to see metal cutlery being provided, and thankfully, all 3 airlines have this in economy. Etihad stands out in particular for having these durable food containers which are reusable and cut out a huge amount of single-use plastics. The meal consisted of a small salad starter, which looked a bit mushy but tasted good. The main dish was chicken with rice and lentils, which was very tasty. And I don't know what this dessert was, but it really was not good, so I didn't finish that. A small bottle of water is provided, and a separate drinks trolley came down about 15 minutes after the food was served, with a selection of soft and alcoholic drinks. There was no sparkling wine though, so it's a Diet Coke for me today. And how does Emirates stack up against this? Well, they certainly step it up a bit. First of all, they hand out printed menus with the options for today's flight. It's a small touch, but it makes the experience just feel that much more premium. And second, the tray tables have a wood grain finish, which is just so over the top for economy and really makes the cabin feel way more premium. The meal was served to me 55 minutes after takeoff, just slightly beating Etihad's timing. I ordered the butter chicken today, and I've got to say, it looks pretty good. And even better, soft and alcoholic drinks are served at the same time. You can buy a glass of champagne for $25, but no sparkling wine included, so I'm sticking with Pepsi Max. For starters, there's a small Dalmoth chat salad with a pack of savory mix to sprinkle on top of it. The main course was the butter chicken, which you can top with a pack of cashew nuts. This tasted great. And to finish up, I had this chocolate dessert, which was excellent. And there's all of these little extras like a refreshing towelette, a little chocolate, a mouth freshener. I mean, this was a really excellent economy meal. These are some really big shoes to fill. Let's see how Qatar fares in the food department. Qatar served my food 45 minutes after takeoff, beating both Etihad and Emirates in speed. And even better, they served me a glass of sparkling wine in economy. I should let them win just for that, to be honest. But let's see what the food is like. Starting with this carrot salad, which I didn't really enjoy. The main chicken and rice with courgette dish also wasn't great. It tasted a bit off and plasticky, and I didn't like the dessert either. This is such a shame because I flew Qatar long-haul economy 4 times last year and every single one of those meals was great. But today they fell a bit short of the mark in my opinion, and I've got to rate them off their performance in this video, not my previous positive experiences. So unfortunately, despite the strong start with the sparkling wine, I've got to give the overall win in this category easily to Emirates. Now, it's time to sit back and enjoy some entertainment. Etihad's e-box system runs on a 13-inch HD touchscreen with a decent selection of movies and shows, but it has by far the smallest content library when compared with Emirates or Qatar. Despite this, you'll still find plenty of new releases and classics. It's just that the other 2 airlines have way more. They provide a pair of over-ear headphones, which if you've ever flown any long-haul economy, you'll know the noise cancellation is pretty much zero on these. Thankfully, this is one of the modern IFE systems with Bluetooth pairing available, and you can even connect over Wi-Fi and use your phone as a remote instead of the screen, which is pretty cool. Speaking of Wi-Fi, when I was boarding, they were advertising a $10 unlimited Wi-Fi package, which is a pretty good price. But when I connected, I only had the option for complimentary Wi-Fi, so not complaining there, but I can't guarantee that'll be the case on your flight. There aren't any international power sockets, but you can charge your devices using USB-A and C ports below the screen. And we all know one of the best parts of the A350 is the tail cam, which is what I left on my screen for the rest of the flight. Now let's see what Emirates has on offer. The latest version of Emirates Ice runs on this 13-inch 4K touchscreen, and it's considered to be the best in-flight entertainment system in the world. It has the largest catalog of movies and shows and other media, so when it comes to variety of content, Emirates wins every time. Emirates also provides some cheapo over-the-ear headphones, but save yourself the pain and just connect your own headphones using Bluetooth. Wi-Fi is available on board, but unfortunately it wasn't working on today's flight. I know internet connectivity stops working over India for regulatory reasons, so I may have waited too late into the flight to test this out. Again, no international power socket, but there are USB-A and C sockets below the screen to charge your devices. Now, this part really hurt me. 2 of the 3 exterior cameras weren't working on this aircraft. It should be criminal to operate an A350 without a working tail camera. This is the best part of the experience in my opinion. I'm sure this will get fixed by engineering, but still, it was disappointing to see this out of action on today's flight. One last thing, which is really cool and unique to Emirates, you can ask the crew to take a picture of you. Every plane has an onboard Polaroid camera and they'll print it out for you for memories. It's a very nice touch. And how are things looking over on my Qatar flight? Qatar's Oryx 1 system is the oldest of the three systems, running on a 12-inch HD touchscreen with a separate remote below. You can also use your phone as a remote like on Etihad if you don't want to touch the screens. I'm sure you're seeing a pattern with the headphones by now, but unfortunately you cannot pair your Bluetooth headphones to this IFE, so you're stuck using these. There is USB-A charging under the screen, no USB-C here unfortunately, but even better is the full international power socket under the seat, which I much prefer personally. There's only 2 of these for a row of 3 passengers though, so bear that in mind. Now, where Qatar really shines so far ahead of the other 2 airlines is the Wi-Fi. Qatar have been aggressively rolling out Starlink onto their fleet, and the Wi-Fi speeds are insane for a plane. Traditional plane Wi-Fi is usually like 3 to 5 megabit download if you're lucky. My flight today had 50 megabit download speeds, which is very fast for a plane. And even still, I'd consider this slow for Starlink. I've been on other Qatar flights where I've managed to hit 200 down. This really changes the game. If you want to stream your own content, browse the internet, Qatar is the way to go. And honestly, it might be faster than your home internet in some cases, which is really crazy to say. Oh, and by the way, the service is completely free and unlimited. And to finish up, I'm happy to say the tail cam is working on this flight. It's a bit of a tricky one to choose here because they're all good in different ways, but honestly, the best overall winner has got to be Emirates' ICE. It's the obvious choice, but it's the best in the world for a reason. Before landing, let's quickly check out the toilets. It's a fairly standard plane toilet here with Etihad. The wood paneling on the floor is a nice touch, the black countertop looks good, and the best part is this foot pedal, which opens the paper bin for you. I absolutely hate touching these things, so I always love when airlines have the foot pedal option on board. Now, Emirates are really stepping it up here in economy with a glossy wood toilet seat and paneling. A nice big sink with the white company branded hand lotion and eau de toilette. And the gaff tree motif continues in here too. Very nice, and they have the foot pedal too. Qatar is looking a bit more like the Etihad toilets. Standard design, wood panelled flooring, and a nice big sink to be honest. And I thought this was Diptyque branded soap like they offer in business class, but it's actually just generic Qatar Airways soap. And unfortunately, no foot pedal for the bin here, so I'll be opening it with this tissue. We're coming into land now, and since most passengers on these airlines will be transiting at their hubs, let's see which of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, or Doha provides the best transit experience. Etihad operates out of Zayed International Airport in Abu Dhabi. It's the newest of the 3 airports, and I love the open and airy design here, with the curves throughout representing the sand dunes of the surroundings. There's plenty of duty-free shopping, and you'll have no trouble finding luxury brands if you want to stock up on designer goods. And the food park has restaurants, but mainly fast food options. There's one contract lounge called the Pearl Lounge. It's a bit of a cramped space with low ceilings and usually is fairly busy. The food buffet is good, but really where you want to be is out here on the terrace. This is a much nicer space, but unfortunately, this is restricted to business and first class passengers of non-Etihad airlines. I got lucky today because of how crowded it was, so they allowed me out here, but I wouldn't count on it. Overall, Zayed Airport is a lovely place to transit for economy passengers, but let's see how it compares to DXB. Emirates is based out of Dubai International Airport. I remember being wowed by this airport when I first visited it over 10 years ago, but it's definitely starting to show its age compared to our other 2 contenders. In fact, Emirates will be moving to the currently under construction new largest airport in the world, Al Maktoum International, in the 2030s. For now though, you can still enjoy duty-free shopping, designer brands of course, and a selection of cafes, restaurants, and fast food joints. It's definitely more than enough to keep you busy during your layover. You can find a few different contract lounge options here in Terminal 3, and I'm going for the Plaza Premium Lounge today. It's a pretty nice space, and it'll look familiar if you've ever been to a Plaza Premium Lounge before. It's quite calm right now. There's a breakfast buffet on offer, which I had in the dining room. There's a staffed bar, different seating areas, work pods, restrooms. It's a nice place to spend your connection. But while I enjoy this beer, let's see what our final airport has to say. Hamad International Airport, the home of Qatar Airways in Doha, and more importantly, the home of the big yellow teddy bear. I'm going to repeat myself, but more duty-free, more luxury brands, and even more luxury brands, and it keeps on going, and cafes, fast food, and restaurants, and more restaurants, recreations of traditional souks, more massive artwork, and it keeps going. But my favorite part has got to be the orchard, a massive indoor tropical garden.
It's undeniable that Qatar Airways offers the best transit experience here at their hub in Doha. With all this space, shopping, dining options, not to mention this massive green indoor gardens, this is going to be the most comfortable airport for your transit experience.
The hub category winner easily goes to Qatar Airways. And I've even made a full video spending 24 hours in this airport, going to all of the lounges up to first class. There's even a swimming pool and a gym here, so check that out if you want to see why I love this airport. And I didn't even mention the contract lounges. There's a few of them here, but the main one is Al Maha in the south node. There's a hot food buffet with salads and sandwiches. Soft and alcoholic drinks are available, but no sparkling wine, unfortunately. Everyone seems to stay on the left side, which is usually pretty crowded, but the right side of the lounge is peaceful with loads of free seating and places to rest. So, who takes the crown? If we go strictly by the scorecard, Emirates is the winner for 2026, with the best meal service, a legendary entertainment system, and the toilet category win. They've proven that even in economy, they still lead the pack. But don't count the others out. If you prioritize Starlink Wi-Fi and the world-class transit hub, Qatar is your winner. And if you want the seat comfort with a massive pillow for long-haul economy sleep and sustainable food packaging, Etihad takes the trophy. You won't be disappointed with any of the Middle East three. But for the total package on the A350, Emirates takes the final win. Let me know in the comments if you've ever flown any of these airlines and how your experience was. Do you agree with the results? And if you want to see a comparison of these three airlines in first class on their A380s, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, until next time.